Hello dears, welcome to Beauty for Heart. I'm Lilian, also known as Lulu. Today I'll be sharing with you the DIYDTP palette again, and today's palette will be the Colourpop Sprinkle a Little Magic eyeshadow palette. And this is a collab eyeshadow palette. DIYDTP palette is a series where I'm duping the color story with my existing colors of a new release palette that caught my eyes, but I'm not sure whether to get it or not. So this duping can help me to see if I already own the color stories and help me to decide better whether I want to get this palette or not. So for this palette, I will be duping all the colors within Colourpop colors. Actually, I've been doing a couple of videos earlier this year duping all the Colourpop new release palettes within Colourpop colors. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you dears what are the dupe colors selected over here and the swatches, and this eye makeup look using these dupe colors, and my final thoughts about this Sprinkle a Little Magic eyeshadow palette. So hopefully this video can help you to decide better whether you want to get this Sprinkle a Little Magic eyeshadow palette or to re-look at your current collection. And yes, if you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. If you happen to like this video, please consider to subscribe. And for all of you dears who are watching this video right now, thank you so much for watching. And by the end of the video, please share with me in the comment section below what do you think of this Sprinkle a Little Magic eyeshadow palette. The best comment will be shared in my upcoming videos. Thank you so much, and now let's get started! This week, there are a number of new eyeshadow palettes released. However, there is one that slightly caught my eyes will be this YSL palette. However, it doesn't seem that this photo is doing them any justice because the quality in these hand swatch photos doesn't seem to match up with the YSL's pricing. And YSL is not a cheap brand and is also not a cruelty-free brand. At the same time, for the other new palettes released this week, it seems too big for my likings. So later on this week, when Trend Mood released these Colourpop new palettes, Sprinkle a Little Magic, it immediately caught my eyes. I would say that for the color stories of these eyeshadow palettes, it's mainly a green eyeshadow palette with two pinky nude neutral tones, one antique gold tones, and one bronzy copper tone. There are some different shades of greens like the emerald green, the electric greens, and the lime green. So for you dears who love the green eyeshadow makeup look, maybe you can take a second look at this palette. To come up with these dupe colors, I'm referring to a number of photos like Makeup Just for Fun, Trend Mood's photos, and Colourpop's website photo. So finally, I'm choosing this Colourpop website photo hand swatches. And I would say the Sprinkle a Little Magic palette's packaging is so stunning, and it also looks like a very sparkling eye palette. When I was choosing the dupe colors, it is very fast for me to come out with the second and third column, but the first column I'm experiencing a lot of headaches because when I look at these two greens over here, I don't think, and I also cannot remember I have such green in my Colourpop collection. So I searched high and low for these greens, but till now I still couldn't find some greens that really match up with these two greens. Let us start with the dupe colors that is selected for this palette. To come up with the dupe colors, I was actually reaching out for my other brands' eyeshadow palettes. I ended up choosing all the Colourpop colors. So I'm duping the new release Colourpop palettes with Colourpop colors. So let us start with this first color, which is this color. Okay, also pardon me, I'm looking at my computer screen and I'm switching my computer screens to look at the different photos, the hand swatch and the palette photo. For these hand swatch photos, second star, which is the color name for the first color, looks like a matte color, which is a soft pinky nude colors. So over here, this is what I got that looks very close to this color, and this color comes from this palette, which is the All That palette. But I would say that this color over here, the dupe color, is more pinky and with a cooler undertone. And this dupe color name from the All That palette is called the BB Girl. And the second color, which is the Small Fairy, it looks like a very beautiful antique gold color and it looks quite sparkly. So over here, I've selected this dupe color from the Child palette. this palette. And the color name is The Force, which is an vibrant antique gold color. So I'm just judging from this color swatch with the hand swatch photo. Both dupe and the original colors looks very similar to one another. And look at the third color from the hand swatch photo, which is another pinky nude, but this is a medium tone pinky nude compared to the first color. Over here, I'm using this dupe color from the Candy Castle, which is primarily a pastel color palette. And I'm using this color, which is Grandma Nut. Grandma Nut. This is a matte, warm, medium pink coral color. So if I were to compare the original and the dupe color seems a little more warm tone than the hand swatch photos from the original palette. And here comes the second row, which is pink. Let me refer to the hand swatch photo on my computer. This seems like a yellow, gold, green, very sparkly green. And this is described as a metallic electric green. Initially, when I saw the palette photo from Trendmood, I was thinking of grabbing this color. This is from Blood Strike Hasina 2. But when I look at the colors and compare to this, it definitely doesn't look like the color over here, the pink. And then I also grabbed the other Blood Strike palette, which is the Hasina, and was looking at this green color. It also doesn't look like. And then I hop over to my Sydney Grace single eyeshadow colors. I thought that this color looks a bit like the tint, but when it's swatched out, it doesn't really look like the tint. So actually for this color, I'm having a lot of difficulty to find the exact match. And I would say that this color itself, the dupe colors I finally selected, also doesn't look like this color. And this is the color I selected from Mint to Be. This is a metallic vibrant mint with a gold sheen. And I really cannot find a suitable color. The dupe and original color seems very different from one another. The dupe seems to be more green and the original seems to be of more yellow tone. So actually I was thinking of also grabbing this color, the Pisces. It does look similar in the palette photo compared to the original palette photo. But when I swatch this color out, this is way too blue and way too aqua compared to the pink color. So that's why I ended up selecting Mint to Be, which it is still not the same color. Coming up next will be this Pixie Dust. So from the hand swatch photo, it seems like this is a yellow green with a gold sheen, and this color is described as a metallic lime green. So initially I was reaching out for this Makeup with Rising Phoenix palette, the Oriental Rhapsody. This is their new palette. I'm looking at this Jade Rabbit color, which is also a shimmery metallic with glitter lime green. But when I see the color swatches, I find that the Colourpop is more lime green than this. And later on, I found a more matching colors within Colourpop color themselves, which the dupe colors come from this Garden Variety palette. Best Buds, which is this color over here. Don't they look very similar? This is a metallic icy vibrant green. The original color from the hand swatch photo seems a little lighter than this, and also it has a more yellow undertone than these dupe colors. Now that I look at the hand swatch, I find that these two colors are actually quite similar. Next color will be this Neverland. And this is described as a metallic emerald color. So over here, this is a dupe color from this Midnight Masquerade palette. And the color selected will be Frog and Wife, which is a metallic hunter green color. So let me switch to the hand swatch photo again. When I'm looking at this green and the hand swatch photo, I find that they two look very similar, but the original photo seems to have a black base, very dark black base compared to this. But other than that, I think on the eyes it will not be very different. And then come this sleep. This is the second color I find that is the toughest for me to find. because I don't recall that I have such colors within my Colourpop colors and also within my green eyeshadow palette. Actually, when I first looked at this color, I thought of this Blush Track Paulina palette, either this color or this color, but when I did a hand swatch, it looks very different. This color looks like a jade green, this one looks like a green with a blue undertone. Colourpop one is a matte lime green. I don't have any matte lime green, I only have some metallic lime green. So in the end, I chose another different color, which is the Dupe Colours from this Just My Luck Kiss My Hairs, which is this color. This is a matte with sparkle formula, and this is a spearmint green color, which is the color over here. I'm doing my best to match up with the colors. I would say I do not have this color at all. So these two colors are very different from one another. And for this color placed between, in the palette photo, this seems to be a very sparkling color. And this color is described as a metallic bronze with a silver pinpoints. So over here, I found a Dupe Colours from their single eyeshadow, which is called the Last in Time. This is a metallic warm medium copper with a frosted finish. And comparing these two colors, I don't know, from my hand swatch and this hand swatch photo, they actually look very similar to one another. Although one is a bronze, the other is a copper. And the last color, let me check. Yeah, this color, Awake. When I saw the palette photo, initially I thought that this is a black color. But after a second look, I realized that this is a very dark green color, which the first color that came to my mind will be from this at Forest Site, this PNW. Let me just swatch it here. But when I swatch this out, it seems quite different because this PNW color seems to be a more of a teal green with a blue base compared to this Awake, which I think the undertone looks more yellow than this. So in the end, I managed to find a Dupe Colours also within from Colourpop itself. From this Through My Eyes, which is this color over here called Moody, which is a matte rich forest green color, which is this color over here. And comparing the two colors together, the original seems to be darker, almost to black color, than the dupe. But in some of the other hand swatch photos, this Awake color seems to be lighter than this hand swatch photo, and with other hand swatch photo, these two colors look very similar. So overall, I would say that these two greens are giving me headaches, and these two greens are definitely very different from the original green. But I would say, or to console myself, the rest of the colors I have a close dupe for this palette. And looking at the color stories now, so nowadays my preference is more of a very plain, simple, natural look. And I think the only colors I will reach out more frequently in this Sprinkle a Little Magic palette will be the two pinky nudes matte color over here, and probably the gold and also this copper bronze color. So right now I'm not so much into green, although green is always one of my most favorite eyeshadow colors. But because my preference has returned back to a very natural color, so I will not be touching the green most of the time as of now. So I guess for myself, I will not get this palette as of now, but probably when I'm back to a more colorful eye makeup look, then I may grab this. Also, when there is a huge discount or I just want to find an item to top up to my free international shipping purchase amount, then maybe I'll reach out for this. So I guess for any dears who simply love a colorful green eyeshadow look, I can see that This Sprinkle a Little Magic palette is a very beautiful green eyeshadow palette. And for those who are die-hard fans of Colourpop and Tinkerbell, I think without me saying much, you have already got it. This is definitely a collector's item and also great to give as a gift. Alright dears, I hope that this video is helpful for you and help you to decide better should you get this Sprinkle a Little Magic palette or to really look at your current collection. And dears, it's your turn to share with me now. What do you think of this Sprinkle a Little Magic eyeshadow palette? Please share with me in the comment section below, and the best comment will be featured in my upcoming videos. And last but not least, here's an inner beauty tip for us to be more beautiful and more wise. What you do not wish for yourself, do not do to others, by Confucius. Thank you so much dears for watching. If you happen to like this video, please subscribe and click the bell notification button below for my future videos. I love to do beauty products review and sometimes also doing this kind of DIY to the palettes with my existing colors. And if this is your cup of tea, please join in my YouTube family. And dears, if you'd like to connect with me more, please visit me at my Facebook and Instagram platform. The address will be here. May you dears have a peaceful, blissful and joyful week ahead. See you next time. Bye! And before I go, please check out these two videos over here. Thank you!